If you keep up at all with the theme park community, then you've probably heard your fair share of theme park rumors. I mean, it seems like a new one of these pops up almost every day at this point, that you'll hear a new rumor about this ride closing and that ride getting replaced and this new ride coming to the park. You'll hear it all the time. And depending on what the subject matter of the rumor is, you will have a different reaction, maybe positive, maybe negative, and it always provides an opportunity for some fun, engaging discussion within the theme park community that keeps things light and keeps things fresh and keeps things moving and exciting. Or at least it used to. You see, folks, about 5 years ago, I would say, the theme park rumor mill drastically changed for the negative, in my opinion. You see, before that paradigm shift, theme park rumors were mostly false. I would say probably the hit rate was maybe about 25% at best on these theme park rumors that you would hear prior to about 5 years ago. A lot of these rumors would be the type of rumors where it'd be, well, my brother's friend who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who went to Six Flags one day and talked to the Dippin' Dots guy and he told him that El Toro was closing. Right, that was the type of rumors that you would get prior to 5 years ago, right? There wasn't very much substantive data behind it. A lot of times it was stuff that was heard through the grapevine via a game of telephone, or it was straight up something that somebody just completely made up out of thin air for one reason or another. And though this resulted in an extremely low level of accuracy from these rumors, what it did provide was fun opportunities for speculation and discussion, and also plenty of opportunities to just bash and berate anybody who had terrible rumors that they were throwing on the table that obviously were not going to happen. Not only this, but when a rumor actually did come to fruition and actually did prove to be true, it was kind of a special moment, especially if you were somebody who had heard the rumor years prior, right? You felt like you were in this special club of like, hey, I knew that was going to happen before it even happened. That's awesome. Essentially, back then, you could kind of compare the theme park rumor mill to a bucket hanging from an elevated standpoint above the theme park community. And essentially, occasionally the wind would push the bucket enough where water would come down and some leaks, some information would spill on top of us. Occasionally, other times though, it would just be raining and we thought the bucket was pouring something on top of us. However, starting about 5 years ago, this situation drastically changed. Somebody decided to take a shotgun and go ahead and pull the trigger on the bucket, and now there are leaks pouring out the entire thing. You see, folks, not only do we hear a lot more rumors now than we did back then, but we're also getting a much higher accuracy. I would actually say it's not even the case where it's like 50-50 or it's just a slightly higher percentage than it was back then. No. Vast majority at this point of rumors that you hear are completely accurate. And this is especially true in the case of Universal and Disney. The leaks have gotten completely out of control. Clearly, people at Disney and Universal and these other theme parks have all of a sudden developed extremely loose lips, and people within the theme park community have built up some great connections with some sources that have resulted in completely accurate leaks coming out all the time. And listen, when this trend first started, it was extremely exciting about 5 years ago because, of course, we're going from a time period where the vast majority of rumors were mostly false, and then all of a sudden we're getting hit after hit after hit. And you're like, holy cow, what's going on? We're going through a gold rush right now. Let's go. When we knew about Epic Universe before it was announced, when we knew about Hagrid's before it was announced, it was awesome. It was a fantastic time to be a part of the community because you were just like, wow, we are being spoiled right now with all this great information that we're getting ahead of. But here's the thing. The rumors didn't just stop at being accurate. They also went a step further than rumors back in the day did. I mean, rumors back in the day would just be like, well, this thing's closing, or this new ride is coming to this park, right? And that would be the point blank in the period. There'd be no extra information, there'd be no extra details, and that would be it. What it turned out is that these leaks were so big and so broad that not only did we get the actual, base level, pie in the sky information about these new additions and replacements and closures at these parks, but we also got information about exactly what those things would be. All the granular details about each of those. Think about today. Like literally, when it comes to Epic Universe, yeah, it's opening next year. I could tell you right now that most of us who have been in the community for a bit, we knew every single information about every square inch of that theme park like 3 years ago. Hagrid, before that opened, the entire ride layout of that attraction leaked online prior to it opening, prior to it being announced for that matter. So for people who had been in the loop about that rumor, there were no surprises left for them when it came to Hagrid's, right? You know, think about the drop tower portion of this attraction that caught a lot of people off guard. Those of us who happened to stumble upon the exact ride layout of this attraction prior to it opening, well, we weren't surprised by that because we already knew it was coming. And that's really where this gold rush of theme park rumors started to become a bit toxic. It started to become a bit poisonous for those of us who were gaining access to this information. I mean, let's think about what a rumor actually is. A rumor is a currently circulating story or report of certain or doubtful truth. Here's the thing, folks. The rumors, quote unquote, within the theme park community over the past 5 years have become so overwhelmingly accurate and have provided so much detail, they're not even rumors anymore. There's no doubt in these rumors anymore. These are just straight up spoilers. And if these are spoilers, then guess what? There's no room for speculation. There's no room for fun discussion or debate. That's not a thing because what are you debating? It's happening. This is truthful. It's not like, oh, there's some doubt in this rumor. Maybe this is not actually going to happen. Like, no, it's happening. Okay. It's happening. When it comes to Disney Universal, these rumors are like 90% accurate at this point. I can name on maybe one hand how many inaccurate rumors I've heard over the last 5 years for Universal Orlando. One, off the top of my head, is the rumor that Harry Potter would be getting an expansion in Universal Studios Florida, taking over Fear Factor Live and putting a VR broomstick attraction in its place. Now, when that rumor first came out, I did cast doubt upon it, but I only did that not because I thought it was inaccurate, but because I thought it was the stupidest idea of all time that they would do a VR attraction at Universal. I thought that was beyond stupid. So that's the only reason why I cast doubt on the rumor. It turned out to be false, but I don't actually think it was false in the sense that it was like made up or it was a lie. I think it was false in the sense that Universal actually did change their mind on whether or not they wanted to do that attraction. That's all. That's the only reason why it didn't come to fruition. I think that's the only reason. I think that it actually would have been another accurate rumor to go ahead and add to the bunch. So over the last 2 years or so, I've tried to keep myself away from theme park rumors. Now, of course, being so heavily involved in the community, I mean, it's pretty much impossible for me to avoid them. I mean, the grand level topics like this ride's getting replaced, this ride's closing, this new ride's coming to this park. Like, of course, I'm gonna inevitably see that stuff. There's no way to avoid it. And quite frankly, also, I don't necessarily have a huge problem with seeing that stuff. If anything, that stuff is useful information, right? The problem I have is the granular details, right? We have too much information, I think. I think that the loose lips over at Universal and Disney and these other parks have gotten out of control, right? There's too much information being divulged to the general public at this point that it's literally spoiling experiences for us. It's literally lessening the amount of surprises that we get when we experience a new ride, attraction, or theme park in the case of Epic Universe. Now, to be fair, I know I might be in the minority on this. I mean, I'm even the type of person who doesn't watch a POV of an attraction until I get to ride it. I mean, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I haven't ridden that yet. I haven't even watched a POV of it. I literally don't even know what happens in the ride. I don't know. Villain Con Mania Blast, I didn't ride that until the summer of this year. I had no idea what was going on in that attraction prior to that. So I understand that my efforts to avoid spoilers and keep surprises for myself might be a bit asinine or ridiculous, but I still think that the fact that theme park rumors have become so overwhelmingly accurate has really reduced the amount of fun that the community gets to have with itself, right? Or has removed the opportunity for debate and for speculation, because we know exactly what's happening at these parks going forward. And of course, if you looked at my channel and just look at the videos I make, I mean, of course, I love speculating on stuff. I love talking about the future of the parks. I love making guesses about rumors. But if all these rumors are accurate, well, there's nothing really left for me to talk about, right? But I'm happy to say, folks, that the theme park rumor mill is officially back. It seems that for whatever reason, those huge leaks that we had in this bucket, it seems that perhaps maybe they're getting plugged and more false information is dripping from the skies. And never have I ever been more excited to see more just crazy, ridiculous, insanely false rumors bubble to the surface. It has been the most exciting time for me as far as following theme park rumors just over the last few months. I mean, dude, I don't have like exact records of what I saw, but I saw some of the most absolutely unhinged stuff as far as rumors for D23 and what Disney was going to predict. I was seeing people saying that they were going to announce not just a 5th park, but a 6th park. I was seeing like they were saying they were going to expand every single park. They were going to do this and that. It was craziness. Some of the stuff I saw, people predicting that Disney of all companies was going to do. And that's why I thought, okay, wait, maybe we're back, and especially considering that a lot of the announcements at D23, nobody had predicted. I mean, like the Monsters roller coaster, of course, that had been a rumor for ages, but nobody was predicting them to announce it at this D23. So, I mean, that was like, whoa, hold the phone, folks. Not only did the rumor mills not pick up on this, but people are putting out rumors of the most like ridiculous stuff that obviously didn't come to fruition. Like, hold on, we might be back. We might be back. And then just over the last month or so, we've seen a rumor drop that Universal's planning to get rid of Marvel Superhero Island, literally maybe the last thing they would ever think about doing, given the fact that they own the rights to Marvel in perpetuity, and getting rid of the land would mean giving those rights back to Disney for free, which would be insanity, especially considering the land is still very popular in and of itself. And a rumor that Kingda Ka, of all rides, the tallest roller coaster in the world at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, is getting torn down. Like, wow, we are so back. You know how long I've been hearing rumors about Kingda Ka getting closed at Great Adventure? That was my former home park. Literally, you can go all the way back to the 2000s, just a few years after that ride opened. And no joke, there were rumors about Kingda Ka being shipped off to China. That was a rumor. That was an actual rumor that was out there about Kingda Ka. There have been rumors for ages about Kingda Ka's demise at Great Adventure. And guess what the source is on this one? The source is, we don't know. There was literally a journalist who went out there to try to find the bottom of the barrel here. Where did this rumor come from that Kingda Ka is getting torn down? He couldn't even find it. Are you kidding me? Rumors that came from nowhere? Source, I made it up? Oh my God, we are so back. The Dippin' Dots guy's going crazy out there. Let's go. Now, to be fair, the logic behind this Kingda Ka rumor is pretty sound, right? I mean, obviously, the new parent company, which is a merger of Cedar Fair and Six Flags, in charge of Six Flags Great Adventure, just had a run-in at Cedar Point with Kingda Ka's sister attraction, Top Thrill Dragster, in trying to sort of reimagine and refurbish that attraction and turning it to Top Thrill 2. The ride was open for a week and then has been closed ever since. And that was back in April, so they still don't know what the heck's going on there. It's been closed for months. It's been a complete disaster for Cedar Point. And the rumor basically is that this new Six Flags company doesn't want anything to do with these 400-foot strata coasters. And as a result, just going to tear down Kingda Ka and not even try to refurbish it or reimagine it. They're just going to get rid of it because they don't want to deal with it. And I mean, it's a sound sort of mindset and logic to have, but come on. It's the tallest roller coaster in the world. It still is extremely popular at Great Adventure, and Kingda Ka doesn't have anywhere near the same operational issues that Top Thrill Dragster did before it closed, so yeah, probably not happening. But this is the beauty of the rumor mill. When you have rumors out there that seem like outrageous ideas, but they actually have sound logic behind them, that gives you plenty of opportunity for discussion and debate and speculation. As we've seen online already, several people have made videos about, could Kingda Ka close, right? I mean, it offers so many opportunities for people to discuss and engage with a community that we didn't really have before with these surefire, 100% gonna happen rumors that were just straight up spoilers. And I mean, you even look at that Marvel Superhero Island rumor. If you click through that article, like I said, I never click through to articles, but that was like the most insane rumor I've ever seen, so I had to click through to the article. And you click through to the article, there's literally 3 sentences that say, our sources say that this might be happening, and then the rest of it is nothing. The rest of it is just like, hey, this is the history of Islands of Adventure in Marvel. Whoa, okay, yeah, thanks, very useful. And let me tell you, folks, these guys were getting deservedly bashed in the replies to this tweet. You know, I mean, and that's awesome, right? I mean, we're back. We are so back. Finally, some open discussion, some open debate, where, you know, you can actually have an opinion that says, oh, I don't think this is going to happen. instead of being like, well, if you say it's not going to happen, you're an idiot, because obviously it is happening, right? Now we actually have rumors that are true question marks that we don't know are going to happen, and they're back. They're finally back. Where have you been for the last 5 years? Thank you. Come back, please. I'm sure still we're going to get a lot of accurate rumors, right? I'm sure that a lot of these leaks, these loose lips at these companies have not gone away quite yet. But I'm optimistic that we might still hear more crazy stuff like this. So, I'm not even going to bash whoever came up with the Kingda Ka rumors, probably the Dippin' Dots guy, so I don't blame him. And I'm not going to bash this company here for posting about this Marvel Superhero Island rumor, because here's the thing. I love you. Please, please say more insane stuff. Please. It gives us all more to talk about. It makes our lives more entertaining, and it makes the theme park community more fun to be in. So please, just say the most outlandish stuff you've ever heard of in your life. Earn those clicks, earn those ad dollars. I don't care. Just make our lives more fun. Thanks. Okay. Anyways, I know a lot of you guys probably don't agree with me, and that's fine. But if you want to get a taste of what this sort of speculation that I'm talking about sort of feels like, go ahead and watch my video about which old Universal Orlando rides could return in the future, where basically I manufacture my own rumor mill in a sense, I guess, you could put it that way. And anyways, I'll see you all next time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, by the way. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.